Rewinding Cadence. New upcoming open world action gacha game held a Q&A in China. Oh, chat. Y'all know what Rewinding Cadence is, right? Attached is an English translation of the Billy Q&A. So I did a video on Rewinding Cadence like a week or two ago. It was that this game looks so good, man. Genuinely, this game looks so good. I am super excited for it. Let me show you what it is for reference. So it's this game, chat. This is the game. They held a Q&A. We're gonna get some insight into the game. What I'm hoping is maybe a release schedule, maybe a test phase announcement. All right, so there are numerous pages. This was all translated into English. Fantastic. Let's go. Why is the name Rewinding Cadence? Is this intentional? We've noticed this question has garnered a lot of attention. Our inspiration comes from the planescape setting in Dungeons & Dragons, specifically the concept of the Ring of All Things. Since our protagonist possesses a time looping ability, which allows for you to rewind time, which actually you saw in the trailer for it, the gameplay trailer, which allowed for you to select different options, responses, the team decided to pay homage to this concept when naming the game, hence the name Rewinding Cadence. Cool. Why was there no new content in the debut press conference livestream? We're sorry for not bringing more new content to everyone through the live stream, which resulted in a poor experience. I didn't think it was a bad experience, honestly. We apologize to all returners. The team wanted everyone to understand us as comprehensively as possible. So in the PV and gameplay video, we showed as much of our highly polished content as we could. And honestly, the gameplay was so good. I mean, everyone is hyped for it. This, Rewinding Cadence, and Silver Palace, two new incredibly hyped gacha games. At the same time, we're concerned that the PV alone might not effectively convey our game design and plans, which is why we prepared a live stream. The original intention was to have a deeper chat with the returners about the game's design concepts. However, there were indeed issues with our content set up for the stream. It was our first time on camera. I know how difficult that can be. Chat, you want to see my first time on camera? This right here was my first time on cam. Y'all ready?
Hello, and welcome to our channel.
That was my first time on cam. I'll show you my second time on cam. All right, Chad, this is actually my second time on cam. Okay, you ready?
Hey guys, Stix here. Today we're going to be checking out a Minecraft map called Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst. If it's something you're interested in, then go ahead and follow the link in the description and try it out for yourself. Heightened interest for many authorities.
So I was super
a bustling metropolis.
Yeah.
So yeah, evidently there's a little different back then. Totally different person. Yeah, damn, your voice changed. It did. So basically what happened is I did some videos like that, and people were like, holy shit, you sound like a, you know, they're like, you sound really gay, you're so fat, you're hideous. Like they called me every single thing they could, and I was like, all right, you know what, fine. Look and sound younger now than before. I know, yeah. Difference is insane, it really is. I look healthier, I am. I lost 200 pounds. So again, I understand how difficult it can be being on camera for the very first time. Thus, this issue that they had, totally warranted, totally understand. Anyone that holds it against them for being on cam for the very first time and running into issues, ignore them. There were indeed issues with our content set up for the stream. It was our first time on camera. We're excited but very nervous and got lost in our own world. We're very sorry. The project team is currently pushing development at full speed and hopes to bring more reveals and new content to the returners in the future. There's been a lot of activity recently. It's a test phase starting soon. This is what we're waiting for. Information, confirmation of a test phase, chat. We see everyone's anticipation, and we also want to serve up the test for you as soon as possible. The project team is currently preparing intensively. We hope the returners can give us a bit more time to continue polishing and improving the product's quality. We plan to meet everyone once the game reaches a state of completion that the team is satisfied with. There is some good news. We will be at the Billy World exhibition in July, where there will be a game demo session. We'll welcome everyone to come try it out. However, the demo content may not be that extensive. We'll see you. Wait. Okay. That's actually big. Wait. So no, online public test phase that is accessible via your computer right now, but they are going to have a local playable beta in July 2025 at Billy World, which means for the very first time, players, and this game was just announced, by the way, in the last month, they're already going to have a playable version for players. Dude, that's wild. That's nice. We're going to Billy Billy World? Yeah, chat, y'all want to donate a grand total of about $12,000 so I can go to Billy Billy World 2025 with Mrs. Stix and get a really nice hotel? That'd be awesome. I would totally capture footage for all of you from the event if y'all want, but that is awesome. That means they do have a confirmed test coming, and they stated that there will be, before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. They stated that once the game is in a better state, they'll hold an actual official online test. I mean, that's really big. Will the game really have multiple branches and multiple endings? The volume of story cutscenes is so large, can you actually produce it all? What do you guys think? You think they can actually create a gacha game that has multiple different story routes? Our core philosophy is to create fun and high quality story content. However, we have to keep the specific plot details under wraps for now and let everyone experience it firsthand in future tests. Regarding the second point, this is something we've been working hard on as this content is incredibly important to us. We'll utilize our long polished storyline pipeline PCG tools plus team expansion to accomplish the production of this content. I mean, that sounds really cool. I'm sorry, I gotta screenshot this real quick. I cannot believe this is a genuine feature request. This is something that companies now have to outline. Chat, when a new game releases, they feel obligated to tell you there is going to be a skip story button. Oh, that's funny. Goddamn. Will there be a skip story option? Returners, rest assured this function will be available. Attentive returners may have already noticed that we demonstrated the skip story function during our press conference livestream. Will the multi-build progression system be particularly grindy? That's actually really multi-build progression. Skip is a must? It is, yeah. Hoyo taught us that we need skip buttons in our games because oftentimes the story is such a convoluted mess, it's necessary. Our project team is also composed of hardcore anime style game players. Nice. Their stance of the grindiness and progression in current gacha games is the same as everyone's. Oh, they want to make sure the game is non-grindy. Nice. Our goal is a better gameplay experience, not longer online time. Therefore, we'll adopt innovative progression methods to achieve a multi-build experience without increasing the grind, allowing returners to focus on customizing their build's playstyle. I mean, that sounds good to me, man. In the game, can you get NPCs to help you fight monsters through dialogue? This returner has made a keen observation. Currently, in certain level-based gameplay modes, not limited to just dialogue, returners can indeed, through certain branching choices, have some NPCs assist them in combat. That is cool! Recruitable NPC characters, party members, sick. Why were there no male returners in the debut PV? Can the returner's gender be swapped? Returners, rest assured, there are male returners in the game. Due to the PV's limited length, they were not shown. As for the second point, yes, returners can freely switch their gender in the game. Wuthering Waves first introduced this feature. Players were static. Rewinding Cadence is gonna allow for players to freely alternate their gender at will. That is fantastic. I'm glad to see and hear it. Playable male characters? How dare! Does every character in the game have a shilling or a familiar spirit servant? Every playable character will have an exclusively designed shilling. For specifics on characters and their corresponding shillings, please stay tuned for future English is so hard sometimes, chat. Official reveals. Will the character models be further optimized? The character models were already good. All characters are continuously being optimized. We'll constantly improve the quality of the game's art and 3D models. Fantastic. Oh, that's everything. Okay, that was really cool. Although the trailer looks a bit complete, this feels like another 2 to 3 years of development. Looking forward to it in the future. I mean, it might be, but at the same time, we're gonna have a real build, playable build. Genuinely so good. I cannot wait. That is awesome. Goddamn, I'm even more excited now after reading through all that. That is really awesome. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.